All right, we pivot from week 12 to week 13.
We
Ladies
got
and gentlemen,
super chats too, just in case. You know,
I'm going to get to them, no doubt. Crazy, by the way. We're already in the teens. We are in the teens of the NFL season, which is nuts. We are already at Thanksgiving, and as you know, in the NFC East, it's usually a loaded Thanksgiving. This one may be the best at. The slate between Thursday and Friday here is off the charts. We start on Thursday, Thanksgiving evening, and it's the game we just touched on a little bit. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. It does not get much better than this. The over-under, by the way, for this one, 52.5. Expecting fireworks at Jerry World. Dallas coming off that massive W over the Eagles. The Chiefs coming off a massive W in their own right over the Indianapolis Colts. This is essentially a playoff game for both these teams, if you want to frame it that way. I mean, you got two teams right now fighting for their lives to get into postseason football. KB, who wins this fight on Thanksgiving Day in Jerry World, KC or Dallas?
Man, I think Dallas is riding high off of that win, and I know J-Tuck said that was the appetizer, but man, I know it did mean something for the Cowboys, especially the way they went out in week 1 to get that win. So morale is running high. They're playing extremely well. The defense found a way to get a stop for 3 quarters, so that's awesome. So and Kansas City's on a downward trend right now. I don't know. This is not the Kansas City Chiefs that everybody knows and hates, quite frankly. So I think this is going to be a good game. I think Dallas will find a way to keep Kansas City in the game, and Patrick Mahomes will do Patrick Mahomes things. However, I think I'm going to give the win to the Cowboys here. I think we're seeing a trend with the Chiefs, and I think it's just going to continue here. Maybe they'll still make the playoffs, but the Chiefs are bound to lose games like this, especially a big game like this for Dallas. This means a lot to Dallas. They want to stay in this playoff hunt, and I think Dallas may pull this one off.
Wow, KB going with the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. How about you, Rio? KC, Dallas.
I see this being like a whoever touches the ball last situation finishes this one. I think the Colts just put the battery in the backs of the Kansas City Chiefs because they were very close to having their TVs turned off for the 2025 season and playoff hope. And I know everybody in the AFC, including Z-Bot over there, does not want the Chiefs in the playoffs in 2025. But the Chiefs may be on to something now. I think Dallas is going to give them all they can handle. I'm going to go with the Chiefs in a final second finish in one of the most watched regular season games probably of all time because you're getting Mahomes, you're getting Swifties, you're getting America's team on Turkey Day where there's nothing to do but eat and watch football. That's going to be that shit's going to do numbers.
Who's eating the turducken after this one, Simone? Dak or Mahomes? Who you got, KC, Dallas?
As long as the script, you know what I'm saying, isn't working for Dallas again, as long as KB keeps his magics contained, then this is Kansas City. Again, the Eagles beat themselves last week. 14 penalties, 2 turnovers, extremely uncharacteristic, okay? Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to handle the little boys. Tuck going to be here back next week doing some explaining, getting in the pulpit, like he at church, explaining what went wrong this week was and what Dallas had to do is, and you have a team that has a chance to get a playoff spot, and they do it.
That's what he sounds
like? What next Tuesday is going to be sounding like.
Tuck on turn to Skip Bayless mode.
Jay Tuck, it's easy to look at the Chiefs, predict them here. I'm wondering, can the Chiefs score with the Dallas Cowboys? They just beat the Indianapolis Colts, but it wasn't their offense that got it done. And in many ways, we saw the Giants version of Daniel Jones in that one. So what do you think of this one, Jay Tuck? It's expected to be a high-scoring game. Can KC outscore Dallas on Thursday?
Finally, man, we can move on to the real game that everyone's excited to talk about. Now, we've handled Geno Smith and we handled Jalen Hurts, but that's compared to this monster and Pat Mahomes, a quarterback that actually go through his progressions, make any throw in tight windows. So different type of speed, but honestly, at this point, I feel like the Dallas Cowboys are more equipped to handle the Kansas City Chiefs than I would have felt a few weeks ago before we made the acquisitions. The Chiefs are going to have Trey Smith out of this game. Creed Humphreys has kind of been limited a little bit. I think they're going to get Isaiah Pacheco back, so they're going to get some helping their running back room. But I think overall, this is going to be a very balanced matchup. I agree with Rio. This might come down to either the turnover margin or whoever gets the ball last. The Chiefs offense, it hasn't been as explosive as it's been in past years, but you still got to watch Travis Kelce. He's still sneaky. They have Hollywood Brown. They have, Rashee Rice. They have some guys that can go out there and really make plays. But we all know the formula to really disrupt the Chiefs, thanks to the Eagles kind of giving that blueprint, is if you can get pressure on Pat Mahomes, especially in the interior, disrupt timing. So I think with Quinn Williams, Osa Odighizuwa playing a lot better, also Kenny Clark, our linebacker core is up to par. We should get Trayvon Diggs back, so we'll be able to play a little bit more man and be a little bit more physical. And offensively, as good as Chris Jones is, I feel like we have the offensive line to handle them. Nick Bolton's one of my favorite linebackers in the league, and they have Trent McDuffie. But I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys offense versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I have the Cowboys winning this one in a close one. I think that we're going to win it by 3. Brandon Aubrey, last-minute field goal. This kind of reminds me of a few years back. Well, not a few years, actually a long time ago, right? When Tony Romo had his game versus Peyton Manning. It was a big shootout, but unfortunately the Broncos got that win. I think it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be fireworks. Because last time when we played the Chiefs in Kansas City, we didn't have Amari Cooper. CeeDee Lamb goes out like in the first quarter with concussion. And Dak still played well. We just didn't have enough. Dallas Cowboys win Thanksgiving Day in a high-scoring shootout between Pat Mahomes, his first return back to Dallas. We got Post Malone performing, Taylor Swift up in the building. It's going to be sold out. It's going to be electric, man.
Hard knocks.
Hard knocks. Big Jerry Jones in the suite. Cowboys win this game and take it on home over the Kansas City Chiefs. And then I'm going to talk to the Chiefs fans. I ain't going to talk to the Chiefs fans like I talk to the Eagles fans. Because, you know what I'm saying? That's a little cuz. You know what I'm saying? That's a little cuz. You know what I'm saying?
We've been here for 55 minutes and ain't been one commander here today. I love that. I'm just going to let y'all know I love that.
Hey, I'm used to it with Giants fans.
Soon. Don't worry, Tuck. I'll be tucked soon, real quiet. I'm going to have to carry the show. After week 14, I'm going to have to do all the talking.
I'm merely a passenger here.
Join the club, Rio. I've been soloing the whole season.
Well, the train keeps moving. We go from Thanksgiving to Black Friday, a game that I don't think anybody would have guessed would be shaped up to be this good when it was scheduled. The 8-3 Bears on the road against the 8-3 Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know how Ben Johnson has this team 8-3. I watch the Bears every week. I'm convinced they're going to lose the football game, and they somehow don't. 8-3 is Chicago. 8-3 is Philly, a massive NFC game. Standalone on Black Friday. KB, the rare Friday NFL game. Who wins it and why?
Oh, man. This one's a hard one for me, man. This one's a hard one for me. Listen, I don't know if Dallas finally cracked the code against Philly, and now teams know how to beat them because we've been talking about it. Philly's been getting away with a lot of these games, and they've been winning. Like, to their credit, they've been winning the ugly games, but most of their games have been ugly. And so eventually, at some point, you're gonna. If teams are going to figure something out, especially towards the end of the game, and find a way to win those ugly games against them. However, man, I don't know if Chicago's there yet. I don't know. I like Chicago. I like what they're doing. I think Ben Johnson should be in the running for Coach of the Year. And this would be a good game for Philly to get back on track. And it's at the Link. It's already hard enough to play at the Link. So, I mean, not going too much into the X's and O's. I think I'm just gonna take Philly here. I think Philly will get a bounce back win here against Chicago. I think Chicago will take them down to the end of the fourth quarter. I think it'll be that close of a game. Don't know if it's gonna be extremely high scoring, probably around 27-24 type thing. But I got Philly just barely closing this one out. But I think Chicago is definitely gonna give them a run for their money.
Wow, 2 for 2 on divisional foes. Goes KB here. Rio, what about you?
I'm
Chicago,
being nice.
Philly. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. You're giving thanks. It's pretty kind of you, KB.
Exactly.
I think the result of this game stems from what happens in the Chiefs and Cowboys game on Thanksgiving. I'm just going off of Simone's theory that the script is scripting right now. If the Cowboys win on Thanksgiving, the Eagles are going to lose this game. But if the Chiefs win, like I predicted, then the Eagles will win that game. But it's gonna get interesting, bro. We're on Hard Knocks, and the debut of Hard Knocks starts on Tuesday of next week. It would be very interesting. The Bears are such a weird team. I don't know what the Bears are, but they're finding ways to get it done as the developmental process of Caleb Williams is still continuing each week. The Eagles are a much better team than the Chicago Bears, but it depends how the Eagles bounce back from this loss on Sunday. Is morale going to be low, or are they going to come out like, nah, the league got us messed up right now. We gotta go put out a statement. The Bears not one of those teams yet, so it could be one of those days where Saquon looks like he's good at football again, and Madden didn't zap him of his superpowers though. But for the sake of it, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Chicago Bears 27-21 on Black Friday, and things are going to start to get a little shaky in Philadelphia. Not as sunny as it was the first 10 weeks of the season.
Hey, are they blacking out for this game? Are they wearing the blackout jerseys for Black Friday?
Yeah,
I just saw
they're coming out that casket from their feet.
Yes, we will be wearing all black.
Oh, them blackout jerseys.
We'll be
Hey, if Kelly Green can't do it, blackout will.
They tried all the colors. You know?
At home, blackout at home. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come on, baby.
They tried all the colors, man.
Come on.
By the way, Jay Tuck, I caught that not so subtle comparison between Jalen Hurts and Geno Smith. So do you think that Jalen Hurts in this football game has enough to get it done against Caleb Williams?
Hey, Tuck, speaking of comparisons, remember that comparison we saw about Hurts?
That's what I'm saying. As we gear up for Thanksgiving dinner, you know what I'm saying? Me and Rio saw this on Instagram. It's talking about Thanksgiving dinner and the turkey. Now, me personally, I like turkey, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But we all know the baked mac and cheese and, you know, the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows baked on top and the collard greens with the bacon and like that's what the apple pie, the pound cake, that's what really carries Thanksgiving. What gets all the credit? The turkey. And that's when it kind of comes to the Eagles. Jalen Hurts is like the turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets all the credit, but you're kind of cool with that.
He is turkey.
Side dishes is what really makes the dinner plate go. You know what I'm saying?
Is he fried turkey or is he like plain Jane turkey?
He might be smoked. He might be smoked. Turkey. I give him some great smoked turkey. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he's a little, you know what I'm saying? He's a little glazed.
Smoked turkey with a little cranberry sauce.
I mean, honestly, we're probably gonna be watching Cooper Flag versus Luka, and that's the real matchup here in Dallas. But the Chicago Bears are a tricky team, right? Ben Johnson has his team playing well. Salute to Al Harris. He has Nashawn Wright, who was a castaway here in Dallas, out there playing like one of the best corners in the league. You have Caleb Williams out there playing well. They're winning games, but it just doesn't feel right to me. You know what I'm saying? I just can't buy in, even though we're going to week 13. I do think after the Eagles got their ass drug across the field in Dallas, they're going back to the link. They're going to have a little blackout game. I know Simone's going to be this. She's going to have her wardrobe changes, and she's going to have her little, lapel microphones out there and all sorts of stuff and waving her little towel around. I think it's going to be hard for the Bears to go into the link and beat the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think the Eagles win this one, a close one. But if they lose, oh my God, if y'all lose this one, it might get a little ugly. But I think the Eagles will bounce back after that ass whipping they got versus Dallas and win versus the Chicago Bears.
Simone, Black Friday, blackout at the link, black jerseys.
Out, don't you? How many you got? 3 more.
First of all, I will not be at the game. Okay, I'll be traveling for Thanksgiving.
That might change things. She ain't gonna be in the building.
Yes, which was all part of the script. Black not having me there was all part of the script. The Birds will be just fine on Black Friday. I'm so ready to see my team run back out at the link, fireworks exploding, all black on, and ready to remind y'all who still run this sheet, okay? Who still run it, okay? Because not a banner has been taken down, okay? Not a photo has been taken down. Not a patch has been taken off my hat through all of this hate this season from this panel, okay? Not anything has changed, okay? The Birds are still situated as number 1 in this roundtable, in NFC East Roundtable, still number 1. As of November 25th, 2025, we are still the Super Bowl champs, okay? So we're not worried. We've been here before. We know how to bounce back. The big key in this game is going to be playing clean football. I will remind y'all that we had 14 penalties last game, which was extremely uncharacteristic of this team. I think the most penalties in this Nick Sirianni era. That will be cleaned up, and that will be a big difference. We're not going to be killing ourselves with the flag. So let's start there, clean it up. Also, would love to see some more carries for Tank Bigsby in this game. One thing I love about Vic Fangio is that Vic does not care about the name on the back. It's about who is the hot hand, who is the guy at the moment. And right now, Tank Bigsby is just showing a little more spark, a little more spunk than Saquon Barkley. So I would love to see the offense keep that same energy and give Tank Bigsby some more carries. But regardless, we're going to be good. We're going to be fine. Reed Blankenship is going to be playing on Friday. We are without Andrew Makuba, but again, I trust my defense, trust the rotation. Sidney Brown, you all we got. We all we need. Cooper DeJean got warmed up on the outside last week. So Friday, we are here. I'm ready to go.
Man, you want to talk about a sentence I never thought would be uttered in the English language in my life. Give Tank Bigsby more carries. He's been moving better than Saquon. I mean, that is something I did not anticipate.
You turned on that quick.
Well, no. We still love Saquon, but again, it's the name on the front. You know what I'm saying? It's about the name on the front. And if you ain't him right now, then
nah, y'all saw that. Y'all saw Saquon hit that slow spin move.
You know what I'm saying? Bring Tank. Traded for Tank Bigsby for a reason. So,
well, speaking of the names on the front of the Sunday night football matchup, the Denver Broncos, and wait for it, their first mention of the Week 12 recap episode, the Washington Commanders coming off the bye. Denver going into this one 9-2, right at the top of the AFC. Listen, Denver, they are 9-2. They've done nothing to impress me, at least, and their wins, they've come very, very narrowly against teams that are in the same realm right now as the Washington Commanders. So I wouldn't look at this one and immediately think it's going to be a dismantling of Washington, but maybe you guys think otherwise. Simone, I'll kick it right back to you here. Sunday Night Football, Denver, Washington, who takes it and why?
I haven't seen Washington in decades. I don't even know what that football team looks like. I'm not even trying to be funny. I can't remember the last time I watched Washington play. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm going to just have to go with the Broncos. Like I said, Jaden Daniels is hurt. I don't even know what they have over there in Washington. It's been so long. But, yeah, I'm a believer of this Broncos team. I know it's been some close wins, but I feel like Broncos is going to do a little sweep. Do a little sweep of the East. That's the last team, right? They got y'all.
Yep.
They got the
They got everybody. Yep.
They got everybody knocking on Washington door.
Oh, we're gonna break the All right.
Grim Reaper meme stops at Washington this Sunday night. Jay Tuck, did they break down the door? Does Denver or does Washington pull off the upset off the bye?
Nah. Nah. Is Jaden coming back, Rio, or no? Are y'all trying to hold him out for Christmas?
He's practicing this week, but he's not playing.
He's not playing. All right. So now, man, this Denver's defense, I think a lot of credit's getting going to Bo Nix, and Bo Nix is kind of like that Jameis Winston, kind of light and right, hot and cold, right? But he's winning games. But this Denver Broncos defense is different, especially their defensive front. So I feel like their defense is going to be able to manhandle Washington, especially if it's just Mariota at the quarterback position. So I think, yeah, Denver surprisingly sweeps the NFC East, which kind of sounds crazy, but they're playing hot right now. Sean Payton has his boys playing ball. And we're kind of seeing this weird transition in the NFL where it's like these random teams are starting to find their spark, right? Where's the Colts, even though they lost in overtime? We talked about the Chicago Bears, but also the Denver Broncos. So you're having these little random teams starting to show. I mean, even the Seattle Seahawks, if you want to count them. So I think the Denver Broncos will win. This is a Sunday night game. But the Broncos will win this game versus Washington.
They should have definitely. They should have flexed this.
I'm not saying I'm watching it, but I'm just thinking the Denver Broncos will win this game. I'll be watching Stranger Things or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Stranger Things.
I'm
that shit far before Sunday.
Hawkins, you know
Wait, don't it come out?
That should come out tomorrow. That should come out tomorrow.
Yeah, it comes
tomorrow.
Yeah, that comes out tomorrow night.
I don't know why I thought it was Thursday.
Me too. I thought it was on Thanksgiving Day, but I see some people saying it's coming out 3 a.m. tonight.
Tomorrow night. tomorrow we could watch Stranger Things on Wednesday.
Yeah. We will turn to Stranger Things recap show. You know,
That's what I'm about to say. We need a Stranger Things.
Hey, what did we learn on this episode?
yeah.
Maybe if stop talking so much, we could designate 5 minutes.
I got much to say. You know what I'm saying? But look at this. You know what I'm saying? This is a little different. You know what I'm saying? This is the Kansas City Chiefs official Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They excited for this match.
Yeah, we had that pick in the Super Bowl twice.
No, they excited.
Your quarterback got to take that picture at week 11.
Can't wait for a second meeting between these two. Everybody.
We had 2 meetings.
Cinema.
We had 2 meetings in the Super Bowl. Y'all got 2 regular season meetings.
It's the one everybody came for, man. Like,
what kind of post is that?
Honestly, that's the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I really can't hate the
Yo,
Chiefs, man.
Jerry Jones definitely paid them to put that up, bro.
You know that's bad with Z-Bot telling you what it is.
Yeah, I think
to them.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say if I'm a Dallas fan, I kind of take that as a slight. To be honest with you,
the Chiefs, man. You know, let's cut it.
You won't see them posting a picture of him and Allen hugging.
No, they don't like y'all like that.
No. Man,
it's all love. I mean,
Hey, Jerry told him to post that.
Game courtside.
Yeah.
He works out here in Dallas. That's a little cousin him.
Kansas City got the paycheck for that one.
Well, hey, no advantage in this one, by the way, for Washington off the bye because Denver is also off the bye here, KB. So who do you think wins this one? Does Denver continue to roll, or does Washington find a way to pull off the upset at home?
Listen, I'm just going to run down. Rio, you can cover your ears. I'm going to run down the past games for the Washington Commanders. Giving up 16 points, 44 points, 38 points, 28 points, 44 points. How do you lose 2 games 44-22? That's like a scoregami, and you lost that you lost by that score twice this season. Listen, no Jaden Daniels is automatically a huge disadvantage, but their defense can't stop it. And forget about Jaden Daniels. Like, I think Marcus Mariota is like all right. I mean, I don't think he's terrible. The fact is their defense cannot stop anything. So they don't even give their offense a chance to really do much. And then I don't even know what their receiving core is looking like if Deebo Samuel is there or whatever. Then you got industry plant. What's his name? Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I mean, the chosen one for the first 2 weeks of the season. He's nowhere to be found. So,
the 25-yard king right there.
I'm telling you. So it's like they don't have a spark on offense enough to compensate for their defense. Their defense is just, not stopping anything. So, and Denver finds a way to win these games. You know, listen. Take it from me. They found a way to win these games, okay? Down 30-some points, in the fourth. So I'm going to take Denver here to win the game. Washington, this is just – they're in the same boat the Giants are right now. Listen, we're just trying to survive to the end of the season and recuperate. That's what we're trying to do and get healthy again. That's it.
By the way, you guys mentioned Denver trying to complete the sweep of the NFCs. I saw something interesting on the Eagles' Twitter. The Bears have swept the NFC East, and the Eagles have swept the NFC North. So one of the two teams on Friday will complete the sweep, which is interesting.
Snap. Let's get a tie. Let's get a tie, baby.
Will Denver get the brooms out on Sunday night, or do your Commanders got one in?
You know what I'm saying? Technically, we didn't lose.
Well,
that's true.
Jaden's returning to practice this week. By the grace of God and him having elastic ligaments and bones in his body. But I saw him today handing out turkeys at Northwest Stadium, all with his right hand. He's not playing on Sunday. Terry has a chance to play this week. Noah Brown, he doesn't exist to me. Debo's going to play. Will Harris, our starting free safety, he might play on Sunday. Our news all consists of who may or may not play. Drake Jackson, the edge that Adam Peters drafted in the second round of San Francisco, 25-year-old guy that we signed and immediately put on IR. He may make his debut this week. We may get some guys back this week. and we're going to lose again. We're going to lose this game. I'm not going to keep it long here. And I'm going to also, because I got to rock, I'm also predict that the Giants will be leading in their game versus the Patriots in the fourth quarter and lose that game to them as well. We are not in the same boat, though, because y'all run a fair fade with good teams every week, and we get our ass whooped. We scored 13 points in 5 quarters versus the Dolphins in Madrid. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to be rooting the guys on. I'm going to be live streaming it, but nothing gets interesting again until Jaden's back on the field. Other than that, it's just a bunch of bullshit that I feel obligated to, sit through. So, yeah, we're going to lose this game.
You gave us a perfect transition. There's no bigger BS right now than watching the New England Patriots be back atop of the AFC. I cannot believe what I am witnessing. Here they are, Monday Night Football, in what once was 2 of the greatest Super Bowls we've ever seen. The New York Giants on the road taking on the New England Patriots. Monday Night Football. Simone, can the Giants find a way to put an end to the run the Patriots are currently on right now?
If anybody would, it would be the Giants. The way that they are just hanging around in these games, you feel like one of these games they gotta, close it out. But I am gonna go with the Patriots. I do think it'll be a close game. Giants offensively will do enough to keep it close, but defense just not gonna be able to close it out.
Simone saying it's not going to be enough. Jay Tuck.
Where did Rio go?
No, Tuck. We don't want Mike Vrabel as a head coach. Look what
Who is that supposed to be?
Yeah, a bunch of Cowboys fans when I wanted Mike Vrabel. And you know what I'm saying? So
why you thought it was you, Simone?
No, I thought it was KD. I thought it was KD because I thought maybe y'all were considering Vrabel in New York, and now Tuck was clowning you. I was like,
I would have took Vrabel.
I wanted Mike Vrabel as my head coach in Dallas. Mike McCarthy, all Cowboys fans got mad at me for saying it. The Patriots are playing good football. I think they do win this game, but hey, man, Christmas around the corner. You might have to take the Giants' first half money line because they're probably going to give them all they got for at least 2 quarters, at least until halftime, until they decide to tank it out. But I think that, Drake May and this Patriots team, especially their defense, is going to be too much for the Giants to get the win. But I think it's going to be a close game. But I'm having the New England Patriots to win this game. And they're another one of those young, just up-and-coming teams that kind of popped out of nowhere. Salute to the AFC East Roundtable show, you know what I'm saying, Z-Bot? It sounds like the Patriots are running things right now. So, but I have them beating the Giants.
KB, did the Giants have another awesome upset against the New England Patriots in them?
Listen, I love every time the Giants play the Patriots. You guys know history favors the Giants in these matchups, but I hopefully we're getting I think we are getting Jackson Dart back, so this is gonna be fun. The new generation, instead of Eli, Tom Brady, it's Jackson Dart, Drake May. So I'm excited to see this game. But I think this game is just going to go how every other game went for the Giants this season. We're going to hang in these games for the first 3.5 quarters. We're going to see some highlight plays from Jackson Dart. We're going to see a sack or two from Brian Burns, who's like staying in the race to lead the NFL in sacks. And we're going to see some nice plays here and there. And then we're just going to completely forget how to play football in the fourth quarter and then wind up losing the game. So honestly, it seems like that's the best case scenario, is to try to maintain a draft pick and then sell it for a king's ransom in the draft. Hopefully we can get one of those quarterbacks that look extremely good for the draft so we can sell that pick. But at this point, that's the only thing I'm really looking forward to. As far as we win the game or lose the game, I don't really care at this point. We're 2-10 for crying out loud. It doesn't matter to me. But I would like for them to win the game. I want to watch the game for them to win. So we'll see. The Patriots have had a kind of a not shaky season, but like they had a lot of success this season. But you could argue a lot of their success comes from their easier schedule, but yet they've played some decent teams and beat them. But you can see other like games kind of stand out, like, barely beating the Falcons and losing to the Raiders in week 1. So this could be a game where it could shake out in the Giants' favor, but just by how the season has gone, the Giants are just going to find a way to lose the game. So, I'm all right with it. We're 2-10 at this point. Who cares? So I'm going to take the Patriots here to win the game.
All right, KB's got the Pats taking on, they're over his New York Giants on Monday night. I'm rooting heavily for the Giants, KB, even though the Bills sealed their fate last
Yeah, I know you are, man.
It's done. It's done. Build a sleeper slip with you guys. I'm going to need some help from J Tuck. I'm going to need some help from Simone because we have 2 games from both the Eagles and the Cowboys in back-to-back days, Thursday and Friday. It's crazy. We have a game this upcoming week on Thursday, on Friday, on Sunday, and on Monday in this division, which is absolutely wild. Yeah, it's crazy.
They play
Black Friday, and it's a big game. 8-3 Bears, 8-3 Eagles.
That's lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Down, baby.
Let me pull this thing up.
Your magic ran out.
Here we go. All right.
Oh no, listen, them football gods.
J Tuck, give me 2 picks that I'm looking at in this KC Dallas
Dak
game.
Prescott over 1.5 touchdowns. Bang.
Love it.
That's one. And I'm going to go with one I've been getting cooked on lately, but I think Brian Schottenheimer, he's a subscriber to my channel, so he heard me loud and clear. Javonte Williams, anytime touchdown.
All right. Nice and easy. Anytime touchdown for Javonte.
So you got y'all boys putting up some punts on Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah.
Under, by the way.
This is the show, man. This is where everybody, you can't even get in the building for less than $600 Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be one of the most watched games ever.
Hey,
Dallas and Kansas City on Thanksgiving.
Those commercials are going to be expensive if somebody wants to put a commercial on that broadcast, man.
This the main event. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Y'all better do something with it. Seeing how we had to lose
some
tee y'all up.
You know what I'm saying? I got a jersey I got from the cleaners. You know what I'm saying? To sit
Yeah.
Simone, give me 2 picks from the Bears Eagles game on Friday.
Give me what we got.
We got Hurts 213.5, Devontae 55.5, AJ Brown 57.5. We got Saquon to get in. We got Jake Elliott 1.5 field goals.
Smith.
Okay.
And don't give me Saquon.
Saquon under. There you go.
There you go.
Let me see what it's at. Saquon right now, 76.5. Yeah. What did he finish with last week? 22?
15.
Yeah. Damn. All right. So we'll
Saquon
go with
moving like Ja'Cory Krosky Mayer.
shout out, Bill.
Some Trent Richardson shit going on over there.
All right. So here's the slip. We got Dak more than 1.5 passing touchdowns. We got Javonte Williams jumping into the Salvation Army bucket. Saquon Barkley
to the White House for Barkley, man.
less than 76.5 rush yards. Devontae Smith more than 55.5 receiving yards. You can tell that slip or create your own via the link in the description below. When you sign up for Sleeper, you will get a free $20 entry to use on any of the games this upcoming week. And of course, once you've used that free $20 entry, use the promo code on your screen, RTS. That'll get you a 100% match up to $100 on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper terms of use for details. Currently available in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper via the link in the description below today.